So there's some risers. And there's no noise. This is not running. I don't know why. It's plugged in there. Looks like it's unplugged over here. Hey Pam, the aerator is not plugged in. All right, I'm out at Pam's house. Here's the scenario. There's a manure cache pile there. There's the leaking that's happening from the water leak. It's going across the paddock here. This all needs to be kind of worked and elevated so that it can drain better, stay dry. In here, inside these stalls, all needs to be lowered. So all this dirt can get pulled out of these stalls and moved into the paddocks to raise the paddocks and lower these. Here is the situation. So there's a bunch of mud there. You can see a bunch of mud right here. It's daylighting right here, and then it kind of comes this way and goes, and this is the theoretical source. This frost-free hydrant is not working at the moment, so I'm not sure what's going on there, like if somehow the water has been shut off or the pressure has been reduced, somehow impacted by a rock maybe, and that's maybe partial cause of the leak, or it's leaking so fast that it's not able to bring pressure up to here, and the pressure is reduced coming out of there, so the leak is just rerouting and going across the paddock there. It's rerouting, and it's opened up a corridor, so it's just finding daylight and it's just moving on into the water system. So this all needs to be dug up. So I need to remove this gate, and I have a piece of wood right here with screws that needs to come out, and then I need to detach it from the wall. And there's these hinges here, and hopefully I can just lift it right off of the hinges. And then remove this whole panel. Then I'm going to creep in here with the Super Mini, and I'm going to pull out that little board there. I'm going to pull out these rubber mats. I'm going to set them all clear out of the way. I'm going to dig out all this to lower the floor so that I can creep under that with the Super Mini. I don't think that's tall enough. This needs to be dropped down, then I don't have to worry about hitting the rafters with the boom as much. And then I'm going to dig all this out and get a nice big open access. I'll end up pulling that retaining board there that goes right across, and then just pulling and raking all this dirt out. I'll put a pile right here in the corner, but a lot of this dirt's going to need to get dragged out and back. I can probably do a swing radius, so I'll put my grading blade in the back, and I can pull, tuck the boom, swing, drop it out there. When I get a cache pile, I'll push it out with the blade. So then we're going to open all this up. We're going to find what's leaking and fix it. And I'm guessing it's leaking in front of this frost-free hydrant. That's why we're not bringing pressure up into here. And we're going to repair that. We'll backfill it. We'll leave this grade low. We'll pull out all this dirt and push it all into there. We're going to dig out all that mud, and we'll push in some of this fresh dirt into there. We're also going to scoop out the dirt and put it over there, and Pam is hoping to have that those piles exported. The level of the grade in here can also be brought down. I already mentioned that. So we would want to replace those boards with some railroad ties. That's about 10 to 12 feet long though, so those are going to be difficult to find those, but we can do some beefier timbers there to hold some nice footing in and hold the mats in. Or if it's just level, then maybe nothing is needed right there. I'll need a nice long extension cord. Here's an extension cord coming in case I need a ground trash pump. And I'm gonna try and get all this work done in like 2 days with the Super Mini, and that's the ideal.